Law firms don't have a lead problem. The cases you actually want are already finding you. They're landing on your website and they're deciding against you in seconds. And you never even knew that they were there. So here's what it might feel like from where you sit. You're either slow, wondering where the next case comes from, or you're buried drinking from a fire hose and still bracing for the day that it all stops. Either way, the feeling is the same. You're not in control. The firm runs you, and the income and the freedom that you got into law for, the firm you built to give you those has quietly been taking them instead. The dinners, the kids' games, the life. So you do the natural thing. You tell yourself you need more leads or that you need to work harder. But more leads won't fix this. And here's the part almost no one will tell you. More leads won't fix this because the problem was never how many leads find you. It's what happens in the few seconds after they do. The person searching for you isn't calm. They were just arrested or served or got the call no one wants. They're scared. They're ashamed. They're out of time. They don't read your credentials or compare your record. Their brain is asking one thing. Can I trust these people enough to call? If the answer is no, then they're gone to the next firm and you never even knew that they were there. We ran the largest study of its kind, 7,600 law firm websites, scored against the brain of a client in crisis. 36 passed, fewer than 1 in 200, and the data showed something we didn't expect. 3 things predict trust more than everything else combined. 1, does your site sound like it understands what they're feeling? Not awards, their fear. 2, can they see what this will cost instead of imagining the worst? And then 3, can they see what happens next so the first step doesn't feel like stepping off a cliff? Empathy, pricing clarity, a clear process. On almost every law firm's website, all 3 are missing, and it doesn't matter how good of a lawyer you are, they never call. And if those 3 were the whole story, fixing them would be enough, but they're not the whole story. It's not 3 things, it's actually 10. 10 measurable things that decide whether a person in crisis becomes a signed case, how fast you respond, how hard your intake is, whether there's a real human they can actually see and touch. We turned all 10 into a single number, your trust frame score out of 100, and we score your firm on every dimension, show you exactly where you're losing cases, and we put a dollar figure on each gap. And once that's handled, something happens that almost no one expects. The thing every firm fights over, getting enough business, that becomes a non-issue. You stop chasing volume and you start getting selective. You take only the cases you want, the ones that pay well, that you're good at, that don't keep you up at night. Think about why you got into law in the first place. Not to chase every case that rings the phone, but for the income, the pride, the long-term equity, and a life. So that's the whole game, not more cases, the right ones, and it works. The last firm that we built this for went from 12 inquiries in a quarter to over 180 a year later, most of them from assets that they now own, not ads that they rent.
The volume of signed cases just continually, steadily rise. I'm getting the kinds of cases that I really want. Completely changed my practice, reinvigorated my love for practicing. In 2 years, I've 10x'd my gross revenue, and I expect next year's revenue to double or triple once again. The change has just been astronomical and really profound in changing the profitability of my firm and changing my life.
Which brings me to the only promise that actually matters. We're so sure that quantity won't be your problem, we'll guarantee it. 20 signed cases in 90 days or you don't pay. That part we're not worried about. The real work we do together, the part that changes your life, is deciding which 20. So here's where it all nets out. You were never short on effort or even on leads. You were just one trust gap away from the firm and the life that you actually wanted. Let's find your gaps. Book a 15-minute call and you'll walk away with your trust frame score and a clear picture of what your market is actually worth, whether we work together or not.
It's busy and we never have those slow weeks. Whatever they've been doing has been working. So we're here every day and it's just extremely busy law firm. It's going to grow my business and it's going to build a partnership for us for years to come.